Hello internet and welcome to Top 5 Scary Videos. My name's Jack Finch and today I'll be your host as we take a look at 5 scary mythical creatures in the Philippines. Before we dive on in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave us a lovely message in the comment box down below. Now, the Philippines is a country that has no shortage of myths and legends. In fact, an entire world of bizarre creatures and malevolent spirits plays a huge part of everyday life in the rural parts of Filipino culture. Take the manananggal, for example, or the malacat, the sarangay, or the rajit. Little bit lost? Me too. Let's jump on in. Kicking off at number 5, we have the naga. Although there's a city named after these ferocious fish-like creatures, the Filipino naga are far from hospitable. Otherwise known as the manananggal, these bizarre beasts are a type of freshwater mermaid, but instead of having the classic fish tail, they have the tail of an eel or a water snake. Like mermaids, they have the upper body of a human female, with beautiful, alluring facial features and long, flowing hair. The naga are incredibly gentle and kind to children, and are considered protectors of springs, wells, and rivers by the local population. They bring rain, but they also bring pretty severe disasters, like floods and droughts. Their true beef, though, is with adult humans. They are incredibly vicious and aggressive towards people when they've been mistreated, and nothing grinds their gears more than mankind's disrespectful actions towards the environment. Yeah, sounds pretty reasonable to me. Next up at number 4, we have the tigbanua. Known mainly within the Bagabo region, these guys are the worst of all Filipino dark spirits, and many rural villages live in terror of potentially meeting one. Bagabo myths describe the tigbanua with pretty heavy detail, claiming that they have one eye, tall, lean bodies, and twisted, long necks that they use to see what's behind them. Their one eye is either bloodshot red or sickly and yellow. The tigbanua's hair is usually long and disheveled, and their skin is covered in filth and grime. Their noses are flat and their teeth are razor sharp and pointed, used for gnawing on the bones of wandering lost people. Locals warn that the tigbanua prefer to stay in deep jungles, caves, and rocky areas, and there are some stories where the tigbanua hunt in packs to chase down their victim, often dismembering them and tearing them apart with their claws. There's some good news though. The tigbanua are absolutely terrified of dogs. I love doggos. Bringing it in at number 3, you guessed it, tikbalang. I've just got to say, I'm so sorry for butchering these pronunciations. I promise you, I am trying to do my best. The tikbalang are arguably the creepiest creatures on this list. A half-man and half-horse hybrid that exclusively terrorizes women. Not good. Not good at all. It is believed that these centaur-like demons are actually summoned by shamans, or strangely enough, landlords, to secure and protect their houses. It has a horse's head, the body of a human, and the feet of a horse, and it travels at night to violate unsuspecting female mortals. Then they horrifically give birth to more tikbalang. These guys are pretty messed up. The tikbalang also enjoy messing with people's heads, and they often cause travelers to lose their way in mountain or forest areas by inducing hallucinations in an attempt to drive them insane. Yeah, I've had enough of these guys already, so let's move on. Coming in at number 2, we have the manananggal. Well, if you've ever seen Jeepers Creepers, this is pretty much the original Filipino version. It's kind of messed up. This creature's name comes from the Filipino word tangle, which means to separate, and well, that's exactly what it does. Usually a sorceress that visits villages late at night, they carefully choose a place where they will leave their lower torso while they hunt. Yeah, you heard that right. Then it splits its body into 2 and gains the ability to fly with huge, dark, bat-like wings. That's not all though. The vile creature then goes on the prowl in search of pregnant women or men to seduce before eating them alive. Usually she eats either the heart, the stomach, or the liver, but not all 3. That's kind of her. It's not all bad news though. The manananggal has one critical weakness: sunlight. If dawn comes while the two halves of this creature are still separate, then it will burst into flames and be destroyed. It is said that if you find the lower torso whilst the creature is hunting, then you must salt the exposed flesh, preventing the monster from combining again. Nice. That's one to remember. Okay, and finally, at our number 1 spot, we have the infamous aswang. This guy is the big player in Filipino folklore, and in most cases, most creatures are just some variation of this vile beast. The aswang had been striking fear amongst the Philippines since the 16th century, when Spanish colonists noted that the locals were completely terrified by the tale. Usually possessing some of the traits of a vampire, ghoul, or a witch, the aswang is a sort of werebeast that shapeshifts from human to horror. Known throughout the country as a tik-tik or kling-kling, the aswang are usually regular townspeople who are quiet, shy, and elusive. They then transform into a bat, a crow, a wild boar, or a big black dog. The aswang love to eat unborn fetuses, small children, and particularly the hearts and livers of their victims. To sum it up, the aswang are pretty messed up, so make sure you keep your wits about you whenever you're next in Manila. I hear it's beautiful this time of the year. That's all we've got time for today, folks. You've been watching top 5 scary videos. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, leave us a comment in the box down below. You know the drill. My name's been Jack Finch, and until next time, take it easy.